now that I have the blue car in the garage and the black car's out in the driveway, I can finally begin actually swapping this car. First things first is starting to pull the front clip off to get this M44 and the Auto trans out of it. So fortunately, there isn't a ton of stuff really left to remove off this engine. Somebody was in the middle of doing some sort of repair, whether they did a head gasket or they were, I don't really know what was going on, but there's no harness on the car when I got it. It's actually cut at the trans, but it's not a ton I have to remove from the engine. Radiator's out, the AC condenser's in, but there's no compressor, so that means there's nothing in the system anymore. So I'll have to remove that and the lines, but pretty much just kind of, I need to pull the rad support off, front bumper, headlights, a couple of miscellaneous things on the engine, and then just the stuff on the trans, the automatic shifter, the drive shaft, trans mount, and things like that. So it should come out pretty quickly. It's just a matter of getting to it. Well, that's about where I'm going to call it quits for tonight. A few things you can tell with E36s, see how many times they've been apart or if they've ever been apart at all. There's a few bolts that definitely don't get put back together typically. There's two 10mm back here that hold the nose panel to the rad support. Generally those aren't back in if it's been apart before. And then on the radiator support itself, there's some spot welds that hold it to the front frame rails of the car. So I think there's like 4 on this one, maybe 2 or 3 on the other side, so I'll have to drill those out or use a punch or something. I think I have a drill bit for spot welds, but I'll have to get those off. And then nose panel, rad support will come off, AC condenser is still there. I'll have to pull a couple of lines off. I think I'm going to try and retain AC, so I need to figure out if this condenser is compatible with 6-cylinder lines. Then I'll have to get a couple 6-cylinder lines too, but I think some of the lines and stuff will work. Like I said, I'll drill those out another night. Have the light harness kind of thrown up on the top of the engine, kind of looped back through the radiator support. A bunch of parts outside here I need to organize and clean up. And then save pulling the engine for another night. I'll have to climb underneath, do the trans, do the shifter and stuff, but this thing's almost ready to just be a rolling shell. And then I can get started working on the M52 swap. So that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching.